Welcome to Recover in Place. For today's routine, I'm just going to need some floor space. We'll start off working through the hips. You can follow along with me. So first position I'm going to get into is a pigeon pose. All right. So what I've done here, again, a couple ways to come into it. I can kick my butt back and pull my leg through, or I can just come from a straight push-up position and come through into the pigeon. If you have tight hips or this position is not going to be possible for you, I can always elevate my leg so I can go off of a desk or a counter or maybe a box if you have one. So elevating the leg definitely makes this one a little bit easier for you to get into. So I'm just going to start off here with straight arms. If I feel like my hip's starting to open up, by all means I can come on down over my hip. This will intensify the stretch. So just working the breath here in this position. Breathing through it, just relax. All right, so from here, I'm going to stay on this same side. And if your back allows you, your hip allows you for this, we're going to move our hands here so that they're over by my knee here. So I've kind of slightly shifted this stretch here, kind of a slightly different portion of my hip that I'm kind of feeling this in. Just relaxing in this position. For me, I'm going to keep straight arms because it's kind of tight for me, so I'm just going to breathe into this position. All right, so now I'm going to shift over to where my foot is. All right, so I'm just, again, if your back and hips allow you and your knee allows you as well, you can shift over where the foot is. If not, again, you're just staying in the regular pigeon position. Working the breath here. All right, coming back to center here, slowly getting out of that, and I'm going to switch sides. All right, so I can straighten that leg behind me. I'm going to push up or go from the push-up position here, pulling the leg underneath you. We'll start in the center here. All right, so again, come on down if you want, or stay in the straight arm position. Working the breath. All right, so I'm coming up from this. I'm going to shift over to where my knee is. Again, if the knee, hip, or low back doesn't allow you, again, staying in the regular pigeon position. All right, just working my breath here as well. All right, walking your hands over to where your foot is. Again, if your knee, hip, and back allow, coming over here, otherwise staying in that regular pigeon position. All right, coming back to center, slowly coming out of that. All right, our next one here is coming again from that push-up position. I'm gonna take my right foot in this case and put it outside my right hand, all right? The next thing is we're gonna kind of be flowing through a couple of positions here. So I'm gonna take my right elbow or forearm here and drop it to my right instep, all right? So I'm just going to kind of do a couple of breaths here, and then I'm going to move on. All right, from there, I'm going to open up. If you don't have the rotational, you can just stay down in here, but I'm going to get a little extra here. It's a bit of a rotational component. And again, I'm looking at my fingertips up here. A couple of breaths here. And then I'm going to come on down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to push my hands into the ground as I push my hips up and back. Again, I'll feel this through kind of a little bit on the back. Should feel like a nice stretch. I'm definitely feeling it on my hamstring here and through the hip as well. Just got my 2 breaths there. I'm just going to shift the side for my second rep here. I'm going to keep staying on my right hand side just so you can kind of see it from another angle here. So again, I'm dropping right forearm into that right instep. I'm still on the same side as I was earlier. Getting a few breaths here. Right, and then from here, I'm going to open up. Look at my fingertips. Couple of breaths here. And I'm going to plant my hand down on the ground, tucking that toe underneath, pressing up and back. So I'm driving this way, up and back. I'm not just coming up. Should feel it through the hamstring, a little bit through the hip, sometimes the low back, kind of a little whatever's tight in this position. All right, so now I'm going to get my other side. All right, so now I'm shifting the other side. I'm going to do 2 here on my left side. So again, that left forearm, elbow dropping to that instep. Get a couple breaths here. All right, open it up. Look at my fingertips here. Couple breaths here. All right, placing the hand down. Right, I'm pressing up and back. Right, up and back with the hips. Couple breaths here. All right, coming back down, I'm going to get another rep here. So elbow comes in, a couple breaths. Now I'm going to open up. Look at my fingertips. Couple breaths here. Putting the hands on the ground, pressing up and back. And slowly coming out of that. That is all I've got for you today. Thanks for coming by and checking this out. Again, this has been Recover in Place.